Okay, let's go look at it now. Still got the electrical on there. I forgot to... There we go. And let's look at what else we've got. That looks pretty good. We'll go with that. So you see now I've got everything turned off except for certain layers that I wanted to have on here. I've messed up my viewport scale though because I didn't lock it. So I'm going to go in and do that real quick. Standard scale, and make this 8th scale. You can edit that list, by the way. And then I'm going to go in here and say properties or display locked and say yes. Oops, I think I missed it. There. Okay, so now even if I do this, I'm locked in. Perfect. Now I got some stuff up there, so it's easy way to do that is just to shrink that. I could have panned it, but I also could just move it. I could have panned the view, but I can also just shrink the viewport. You can put your titles into paper space if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. You can come in here and put in some text and say roof plan. Just keep in mind that you're drawing now in real scale. So this is at the height of this is 1/8 inch. That's 1/8 inches on the paper, 1/8 inch on the paper. If I make it 1/4 inch, it's literally going to print out at a 1/4 inch high, the letters. So make sure you understand that you're working in real scale. There we go. You can have many viewports that have many different scales. If you wanted to have one be at 1/8 scale, one be at 1/4 scale on the same sheet, you can do that. Also, I don't like these big giant lines here. This one up here, you're not going to see, that's your margin of your paper. This one is really going to print, and that's my dashed line for the roof. I'm going to go LT scale, and I'm going to set it to 1. And I don't even like that. I'm going to make it 2. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. There we go. And now that's the way I want it to look. So now my demo plan, and you know what? In my demolition plan, I don't want new walls, so I'm going to go add wall. So freeze, add wall, and those are gone. Anyway, it doesn't matter if this is correct or not, because I'm just trying to show you how this VP layer command works. You can use wildcards in here too. So if you know you want to turn off all the add layers, you can do it just like that. It's pretty handy. Some of your stuff is going to show up a little bit that you don't want, but you can gradually go through and eliminate everything that you don't want, and you'll get a layout. So now I have 2 layouts in one drawing. So I've got one set of model space geometry, but I've generated 2 plans off of it. I've got the floor plan. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Don't delete them unless you want to recreate them. The floor plan, move this on. Let me give it a name now. And I'll call this one the roof and demolition plan. Okay, so now I've got those set up. So now when I want to plot my roof and demolition plan, all I do is plot that. When I want to plot my floor plan, I plot that. Easy, easy, easy. Now instead of plotting, you want to publish. And I'll show you why. With publish, it picks up all of your individual layouts, okay? You can have as many layouts as you want, and they'll all plot together. I can either plot them to whatever plotter I've set up in the page setup, or I can say plot to a DWF, and we're going to do that this time. You can include the model tab if you want to, you don't have to. If you're using layouts, you really shouldn't. Layouts is where you should plot from. You should not plot from model space. If you're plotting from model space, you're using AutoCAD the wrong way. I hate to be the one to break that to you, but it's true. Go grab some more sheets. If you want to go get other sheets that have drawings, layouts in them, you can go and pick one. It'll bring it in. In this case, I've never opened and set up the layout, so it's telling me that the layout was not initialized. So it's not going to plot properly. But if you wanted to go out and grab a page setup for it, you could. In this case, I can't plot this because it's not been set up correctly, so I'm going to delete that. When I hit publish, it's going to ask me where do I want to put this. I'll put it on my desktop. I'll call it sample. And you notice how it's going to go through and plot both sheets. So just like that, I've plotted my 2 sheets. I don't have to go plot and then plot again. And when I open this drawing up, it tells me there were no errors found. We're going to open it in Autodesk Design Review. me shrink this down a little. Okay, so there's my first sheet, and then here's my second sheet. Just like I organized them. Okay, now you'll notice my roof titles didn't print. It's because I put them, they didn't print, they're not on there. I put them on the viewport layer, and the viewport layer is set not to print. How do you set a layer not to print? You go into the layer manager, and you'll notice here, right here, I've got the print turned off, which means when I plot, this layer will not plot. That's why I create a viewport layer, because then I tell it, don't plot anything on the viewport layer, and it won't come out of my plot. I want this on my plot though, so I'm going to select these and change them to the text layer. And now they'll plot. Okay, so let's do it again. I close that. So we'll go publish. You notice it brings up my things automatically, and I'm going to just say publish. We'll write over that one. It's all done. We'll open it up. And there are my two sheets, and now you'll see my roof plan and my demo plan. Even though this was in paper space and this was in the model space, you can't tell that now. They look the same. So see, you can mix and match. You can put things that you don't want in your drawing out on your sheet, and then you can have your model space geometry show up. You notice you don't see those viewport boundaries either, because I have it on a layer that doesn't plot. And the way you do that is you turn off plotting in the layer manager right here, this column for plot. If I click on that, now it'll plot. If I click on that, now it won't plot, the little red slash. That is it for the publish command and layouts. This has been a basic overview. If you want to learn more, feel free to email me, jason.pratt, P-R-A-T-T, @autodesk.com. Thanks for watching.